Welcome back. Wizard 101 Myth. We got a special episode this time around. I'm gonna enlist the help of my wife. She is currently on her very high level Storm Wizard. Today we're gonna start off with getting ahead a little bit. I'm gonna cheat. Just a tiny bit. I'm gonna go back to the dorm. I didn't get a chance to show yet. But I'm gonna collect a few things out of our bank that I've had for a long time. I've played for quite a while, as I mentioned last time. And I got some things saved up to go sell. Now, why don't I go sell it myself right now? Well, straight ahead is where you go to the bazaar. I mentioned that last time, bazaar gear. And it don't open up till level 5, which is basically after you finish Unicorn Way Street, which is where we're currently questing. But I'm gonna get my wife to take me there, and I'm gonna sell some stuff, and then I'm gonna have her take us to the Arcanum. We're gonna get some enchants so that we can make our spells hit harder. Now, it's not gonna work on wand attacks, but it will work on the regular spells like Bloodbat, and once we get to level 5, we'll also be getting another spell besides Bloodbat. So there's my wife right there. And if you're on PS5 like I am, I'm going to show you how to friend somebody. Your thumbsticks, if you push in your left thumbstick, it'll come up to this screen where your wand will be free floating. You just put your cursor, your wand, on that player and hit X. Their profile comes up. The first one, you can inspect their gear. You can do this to anybody. You don't have to be friends with them. You can inspect what they got. And I'm going to showcase a little bit of my wife's stuff. Yeah. She's got some good stuff. So anyway, right here, there's the inspect. Go down one. That's add friends. And we're going to add her as a friend. And of course, she's going to accept. And there it is. Now there's a trade option. Keep in mind, you're not going to be able to trade on console. It's not like on PC where you can trade. They need to change that and update that like rapidly. If you're on PC, I would have been able to get on a higher wizard if I still had one. And you might, well, why don't you have one? That's a funny story. My wife and I were going through Caramel. I'm going to go get my stuff while I'm telling you. We were questing through Caramel, which is a high world, level 130, I think. And we got to the very end of Caramel, and we were stuck on the Paradox Wizards, the very last fight. And we got stuck there for like a month or so, a little bit more than a month. And it kind of pissed me off a little bit that we couldn't advance further. And I guess I got in a bad headspace, and I just said, "Screw it, I'm done with it." And it really made me mad. It upset me that we couldn't do it. We tried to do team ups, and it wasn't happening. So that's why you don't see higher level wizard. Or else you would see me on a death wizard that's about level 146, 147, like she is. She has the mental fortitude for this game. I don't. I don't care for this game. Well, why are you playing it? Well, because unfortunately, or fortunately, I know about this game. So as you see, I got some things that are in the bank. I guess I could grab this. Stompers of Finality to sell. That'll sell pretty well. Um, the Skyr and Haas to sell, but they don't give you but one gold. Maybe you can hear her in the background. So, uh, let's see. Da 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 da. I guess I can sell that. Let's see. 47 block rating. Power pip conversion. Yeah, it's a bad deck. So I'll grab it. Uh, well, we might get into gardening later on. We'll see. I think that's a level 12. You have to be to garden?
Rank 3.
Or level 3, excuse me. So, I guess technically right now we could get into gardening, but no, actually, I think you do actually have to wait till level 12 because that's when Melinda Wu, the life professor, comes up, and so anyway, I got pet snacks here. I'm not gonna grab any, and I don't have any spellaments right now, which is what you do to make your spells worth more. But I am gonna grab some gems. Um, this might hurt a little bit because these gems I've saved and they're really, really good. Uh, yeah, this is gonna hurt just a little bit. But I tell you what I'll do is I'll get a few storm gems.
Yeah.
So I'll grab that one. I'll grab that one.
Peridot, that would be for myth.
The Peridot, that's for myth because it's myth colored. A Pip Opal. I mean, on a myth, we're not really going to be hurting for pips later on. So I'll sell that. And then go over to the circle. These are opals. Again, these are piercing, damage. I guess what I'll do is I'll just get all the damage opals because there's just flat stat. It's not percentages. So I'll grab the damage gems. Piercing we're going to keep. And crits we're going to keep. Flat stat. Move all of them. And then these, it's going to hurt my feelings a little bit, but these are health opals. They help. More health you have, the longer you can go in battle, but we'll get plenty of them later on. We'll get a buttload of them. So we'll just grab all of them. And then the stars, the pet jewels, you can put jewels on a pet later. When it gets to ancient, and you have to be a level 15 minimum, which is stupid in its own self, but anyway, death effective, that's not going to be good. Stormgiver, I mean, if later on I make another storm, but I don't see myself making a storm. Right now, storm don't get pips very well. At least that's what I experienced, and my wife is experiencing it too. Like, you're supposed to be getting a lot of power pips, and even at her level, she's only, I think, 70-something% of power pip rating, which is the rating is the thing later on.
Actually, 66% rating.
So I got corrected. 66% is what she's at, and that's crazy. She's a level 147, and which was what my death was, because we were questing together. And she's only at 66% power pip rating. That is absurd. KingsIsle needs to change that. So this Stormgiver that you can put on a pet later on just gives you more damage. It's a flat stat, or is that percentage? I think it's percentage. Either way, it don't tell you how much it gives you most of the times because it don't tell you. It's a close fist, so that's percentage. And I'll go into that later when we get Garrett level 5 rings and things like that. But I'm going to take this because most of the time it ends up being only like 1 or 2 extra percent, which is nothing. So I'm going to grab that. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. So now I'm going to have her, or rather, she'll go to the bazaar and I'm going to port to her. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute.
You also need to let them know that console and PC are not compatible.
So, and a good point to note here is that if you're playing on console, it's not compatible with crossplay with the PC. I'm on PS5. My wife is on Xbox. We're sitting literally 3 inches from each other. Okay. One thing to note is I can play with her on Xbox because she's on console. And because I'm on console, even though it's PS5 and Xbox, you can still quest with each other, join parties, port to that person if they're on your friends list, or you can still do all that. You just cannot trade. So I'm going to port to her. And I'm going to show you how to port to her. So you press L2 and you see this up there where it says circle that has 2 people. That's your party information while you're questing, and you can see everybody else. What we're going to do is where the square is, where the hands, that's your friends list. So we're going to open up our friends list, and online friends, that's my wife. So we're going to push X and go down to go to location. She's at the bazaar, and yes, we're going to go there. And here we are. We're going to press square to talk. Come over to sell equipment. And down there at the bottom right, you see where it says add no auction? That's for things that you normally wouldn't be able to sell, but if you push your options button, now it's checked. And now you can sell things that normally you wouldn't be able to sell in the bazaar here. So we're going to sell this Adventurer's Helm. We're going to sell this Stompers of Finality. You see it's going to give us 24,338 gold. That's huge. We're going to need that for when we go to bazaar. I mean, when we go to the Arcanum. We're going to sell the Wand of the 7 Schools for 348 gold. And we're going to sell the deck. Okay. Here's where we're going to start selling gems. And gems sell for actually pretty good money. This is a good way to make money if you've got like a lot of gems and you don't have any gear to sell. You can sell gems for crazy amounts of money. See, we're already up to 60,000 gold. Down on the bottom left of the window is your little gold icon. You see where it says 60751? That's our gold that we currently have on us. We're going to come over here and sell these gems. And then sell these. And then that's it. We've made 62,142 gold. And double check that, you close the windows out and you go to your character sheet and it's automatically on, and there's our gold. 62,142 gold excuse me, and you're only able to carry 300,000 at this point. Now, I'm going to tell you, you're not going to get to 300,000 gold unless you do this. Take things out of your bank and start selling them like mad. So, right now, we got some pretty good gold on us. Okay? Well, what we're waiting on right now, actually, is my wife to go ahead and get to the Arcanum. And the Arcanum is a place you can access way later in the game. You have to wait till you get to the world called Polaris, or Polaris. I call it Polaris. So that's usually about level 108, 110, around that area. So once you get to level 108 or 110, you'll start naturally accessing the Arcanum. But we're going to cheat a little bit, and we're going to join my wife at the Arcanum. So again, L2, square to bring up the friends list. There she is, Primrose. And we're going to go to the Arcanum. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get enchants for our spells for Bloodbat. It's going to make it hit so much harder. And it makes our life easier. So we're going to talk to Librarian Fitzhume, and later on you will want to choke this monkey to death. He is an absolute asshole later on. Alright. Switch your tab up top, R1, and go to the Moon, Sun, and Star. These are celestial spells. Right now, we can only get monstrous. So, here's how to read the cards, okay? At the bottom, there's a description. It says plus 175 closed hand to one spell. So the correct way to read that is plus 175 damage to one spell. So our Bloodbat is, say, I think worth 60 damage. Well, add the 175 to that 60, and that's the damage that spell's going to do. Plus, you add the percentage of what our damage is, what I showed you last video, and that's how much damage you should be doing with that one spell. So we're going to buy, and we're not going to just buy one, we're going to buy multiple. The cost of these things are 250 gold, which that's fine, because we have enough gold to cover the cost. So we're going to buy more. And I'm actually going to put in the amount manually. I'm going to say, for now, we're going to do 100. Well, 105, because there's a reason. So, 105 of these monstrous enchants is going to cost us 26,250 gold. That's fine. That's pittance. We can afford it. So we're going to buy. And now we got them. Now I'm going to show you how to apply that. You open your book back up. Go down to spell deck. Now, something I did not show you that I can now show you. And this works perfectly to tie into the previous video. What we're going to do is we're going to go to our treasure cards. So now I'm at the Sun and Moon and Star. I'm at the Celestial tab. But the monstrous enchants are not showing. Well, push triangle. In the middle of the book, you see up top, it's a gold card. They're considered treasure cards. And they are treasure cards. So you push triangle, and there's your treasure cards. Now, why did I get 105? Because if you look on the left where it says starter deck, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty slots. And I like even numbers. So we're going to select, you see where the wand is. The wand is on monstrous right there. And we're going to tap it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now it's taken away from what we had and added to your deck for your treasure cards. So now we got 100 left, and we got 5 we're going to use. And we're going to push triangle 2 more times to get back to where we need to be. So now, Bloodbat does 70 to 110 damage. Well, now, if you apply that 175, all of a sudden, you take the base number 70, and you add that plus 175 that we have, and all of a sudden, Bloodbat does more damage. The trick to this, and something to keep in mind, is that you cannot put it on a wand attack. And I've lost track as to how long I've been talking now and been doing this. But we're going to push forward. And that's how, if you have the chance to do this, you can do it. This is how you, it's not cheating because it's in the game. But that's what you can do. So now we're in a good spot. We're going to go take this port back to Wizard City. And we're going to continue questing over on Unicorn Way. We're going to try to get as much done as possible now. And keep an eye on your bag too. You can only hold so many items at one time. So click on your backpack, and down at the bottom, you see where it says 8/150? When you become a subscriber, you can hold 150 items in your bag. If you're not a subscriber, I think you only hold something like anywhere between like 40 to 80 items. It's not a lot. It adds up quick. Your slots get taken up real quick. So right now, what level are we? We're level 3, so let's go. Rainbow Bridge. Alright, now this says talk to Lady Oriole in the hedge maze. So, the way I approach Unicorn Way is a little different. Slightly. I'm not going to go talk to Lady Oriole first. I'm going to go talk to Private Orion. Again, I'm hopping through streets. Be careful when you do this. I'm going to hop in here and talk to Private Orion.
Get back on, Dead Fiend? Oh, a student, is it? You're
So,
a brave one.
instead of sitting
Probably
through
thought you
this...
could check up on me? I was making my rounds when a horrifying ghost... I'm not ashamed to...
He's telling you he's afraid of Lady Blackhope. It's a little mini boss. It's not the boss, which is weird. But now we have the quest to get Lady Blackhope, which she's over here. I always do her first. She's not even the final boss of the streets. But she has the most HP. She has more than the final boss, which is absolutely laughable. The reason he's hiding inside is because he's afraid of her, and all these lost souls out here are because of Lady Blackhope. I believe, if I got that right. So we're gonna go in here and take care of her. She's gonna have a minion, so when you do these little bosses here, and she's a boss, you know, because her name is in purple, and it says under here, rank 2 boss. They always have a minion with them. This is one of the rare instances and occasions where it's going to be 2 versus 1 if you're just by yourself. This game encourages you to team up with other people. In all actuality, if you can get used to the way it plays, the functions, the battle system, and you learn and understand what you're doing, you don't have to team up with anybody. There are going to be times where you're going to want to, because there's going to be some bosses you just simply cannot handle. So, when you get higher up in levels, you're going to want to team up. But right now, and for a little while, we're not gonna have to team up. I might get my wife to join us later on. So a good habit to get into before we go up and engage this boss and her minion, we're gonna actually open our spell book and make sure that we didn't double click something by mistake. Okay, we still got 4 wand attacks. We still got 3 bats. And we got our enchants in here. So we're good to go to engage this boss. So let's do this. I'll show you how to handle this boss. She's got 235 health. That's laughable. And it's laughable because the final boss of this street has less. It's so stupid, but that's just the way it is. Alright, pop her with a wand attack. Straight off. She goes first. And again, like I told you last time, you're not always going to go first. Most of the time, you're going to go second. And yes, your health will deplete. They will take it off of you big time. But that changes later. Alright, now I'm going to show you Bloodbat with an enchant. You see right there at the bottom of the cards, pass, discard, draw, flee. So we're going to draw, and that draws from our treasure cards, what we just got. You push X to click on it, select your Bloodbat, and it adds to it. And now look at the base damage. It's more than her health. So we're going to use a Bloodbat on her and finish her off. If I don't fizzle. There's a good opportunity for me to fizzle here. And no fizzle. She's done. Ooh, 302. Yeah. So, same thing with him. We still got plenty of health, don't worry. Wand attack on him. Wand attacks are always 100% guaranteed to land. You'll never miss. Technically, I can hit him with another wand attack without spending mana, and that's what I'm going to do. Again, right now, we're early on, and we're really more concerned about our mana than our health. We're concerned about our health, yes. Mana is going to be a big deal for now, because you can run out quick. So we're going to do a wand attack and conserve mana all we can. Thank God he fizzled. We're not powerful yet, but we'll get that way.
I suppose you have enough spirit after all. Go tell the guardsmen I will haunt them no longer.
Good to know. Although I never understood why she's a problem, but I always thought she added to this place. Like, she's interesting. Alright, let's go back to Doohickey here. Orion.
You defeated Lady Blackheart?
And all you're doing is telling her she's gone. Get back to your job, you lazy slob. So now, we're gonna go talk to Lady Oriole. Oh, wooden chest. Always pick up wooden chest, that's gold. And depending on the chest you get, always go for a wooden chest, and there's a silver chest. You don't want to do those. They're just a waste of time. It's not like playing on the PC, where it's actually worth it. But these wooden chests give you gold. It could be anywhere between 6 gold, 5 gold, and each world you're in, the wooden chests have different amounts of gold in them. So for you're in Wizard City, This one gave me 8 gold. So each area, why am I stuck? Each area, you're going to get different gold amounts in the wooden chest. And then, believe it or not, if you're on console, gold later on becomes a problem. My wife and I were playing a long while back, and we got into a position to where we had so much gold
Forgive me, young wizard. These
that
dark
we
times
literally
make me leery of
had
new
almost
things.
nothing to
Now
spend gold
I see
on.
the light within you. We've much to discuss.
That becomes a problem, believe it or not, later on. But if you're on PC, that's never a problem. It's weird. Alright, Lady Oriole.
Forces that loosed the undead.
So now we gotta go free
It once
pixies,
dispelled the bone
fairies. I
cages
call them
and
pixies
collected the
because they're
fairies.
small enough.
Return to me immediately. Good
We
luck,
gotta go
young
free them from
wizard.
cages.
May the
We got
light
4 of them.
guide you.
And then we gotta fight 2 of them. More gold. Oh, 15. Score. So now, all of a sudden, you see bone cages. Well, there's 4 of them total. We gotta get the 4. And that's usually what I'll do. I'll get them first. You see these dark sprites or dark fairies? I fight them last. Oh, we're also later on when we get to level 7 and we're able to. These little guys right here, it's a quest you can get a free skill point on. These are the smiths. We'll do that later on. But take note where he is. 5 gold. See, sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. If you're starting out and you don't have a way to get ahead like I did, these are perfect for you to come here and just collect them. Did I do this cage? Yes. So 1 left. There we go. Goal complete. Now what I do is fight these dark fairies. We need 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard a wand hit. And I'm just going to start drawing our TCs here. And attacking her with that. In the interest of time. If later on you are trying to save up pips, those wand hits are actually a really good idea to use. They don't do much, but it does help you save pips to where you can cast bigger, better spells later. Alright. That's 1 fairy. Now let's get 1 more. Ah, come on. And again, discard that. We're going to draw, apply, and that's what we're going to attack with. So for this video, I'm going to finish up Unicorn Way, and then we'll call it a wrap for now.
My bones! But now the terrible cloud has been lifted. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you!
I'm not worried about getting any more health or mana right now, because at the bottom that green bar is our experience points, and it's almost full. It's to the right, and it's almost full. So as soon as I turn this quest in to Lady Oriole, I'm going to level up. And important to know, instead of wasting time, if you're this close to leveling up, instead of wasting time trying to go find your mana wisp and your health wisp, do a turn in, and the turn in automatically refills your health and mana.
You've cemented. Is that? But how? The fairy dust displays scars of a dark magic banished
Rattle in the
from
darkness.
its
Okay, that's a.
bones. Ugh, so much. You must hurry. You've received it. Quickly.
Yeah.
You must ride to Siren at once. Ask
So,
him
level
if he
up.
knows of a tower ringed in bones.
We'll get more health. We'll get more mana. So I am going to do a spoiler. The last boss we got to fight is Rattlebones. He is everything, including laughable. He is a pushover. Although to hear him talk, you would think he's pretty bad news, but he's not. Lady Blackcoat was more of a challenge. Figure that one out. Now we're going back to Saren, talk to him, and he's going to tell us that Rattlebones needs dealt with, and that's where he lives, in that tower over there. But we got to make this track back to him, to Saren. There's a wooden chest. Any other time I would go after it, but we're sitting pretty good on gold, so I'm not going to bother with it. But you might want to, if you're just starting out. It would be a good idea to take a little bit of a side excursion and get the wooden chest that you can get. Alright, so remember we did Lady Blackhope, so we're going to turn that in here.
Well, it's not the first.
Yeah, he's a scaredy cat. Here's Saren.
Hello! You were gone for so long, I was beginning to worry you'd run off, and Oriel thinks an underworld tyrant named Rattlebones.
Yep, there's Rattlebones.
He's in a tower. Well, the skeletal pirates do
Defeat Rattlebones. Okay.
Around the old archives. Try looking
This is going to finish up this street with this quest. So as you can see, Unicorn Way here, this street is a very, very short street. You can get it done in a very short amount of time. Last video, I lost track of how much time had passed. Kind of like I did with this one. But now, let's check our TCs here. Up, we only got 2 left, so we need to restock. Need to add 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Now we're good to go for this fight. And again, I'm gonna... Actually, what I should do is tell you this. Take one wand attack out to where now there's only 6 cards that's going to be showing. Because now we can just freely draw our enchant and apply it to a Bloodbat and get this over with.
Good work, my thrall. This could be the toe.
Yeah, he sounds menacing, don't he?
Now what's this? Oh,
I do like his shield. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this dude gone. Watch his health here. 135. Lady Blackhope had 100 more. And this is supposed to be the boss. He's not even purple, his name. A rank 1 elite, but this is the final boss? I don't know. Oh yeah, in case you didn't know, we're timed. 4 seconds left to cast. Yeah, you got 30 seconds to make a cast. Or to do something, or to pass, whatever you want to do. That's my spell. But mine does better. Thanks to my wife, because she... Yeah, he's gone. See ya. She, got us over to the Arcanum. We got these enchants, which you can see they're clutch. So you obviously want to do this when you get a chance, because this just hurries your process along so much more rapidly. You can just get through fights. What takes a while is because of the animations. I mean, the animations are kind of cool to watch, but they do take time.
In his haste to leave, Rattlebones dropped the
A tome, that's what we need.
It could be important. Perhaps Saren will know what
So where we are in our experience bar down there, we don't have enough to level up on a turn-in for a quest. So we're going to go ahead and just manually just get these wisps and refill our health and mana. I'm going to come back here. Oh, there's 2 chests. Score. So 23 gold behind this castle. I like it. Technically, it's not a castle, but it is, but it isn't. That kind of thing. I'm gonna jaywalk here. I'm not gonna follow the sidewalk. Alright, and this is the end of the story of
You did
Unicorn
it,
Way.
didn't you? You beat the darkness plaguing Unicorn Way is lifting. With Rattlebones defeated, the gods should be able to drive away the rest of
Now-
you. That tome looks important. You should take it to the library in the
Technically,
commons.
we got
Harold
one more
Hobbs
quest
didn't know
to
what
do.
with it.
Technically. Let me look at my quests. Now, here's what I find interesting, and I'm going to bring this up as a point. Because right now, Private Connolly should have a quest available. And you know there's a quest available if there's an exclamation point above their name. Exclamation point. He does not have one. He, by all rights, should have one. But I know why. If you go to your character sheet, level 4. That's why we don't have one above his head, because we are level 4. We need to be level 5. So somewhere we did not get a bump to level 5, because by now we should be level 5. But we're missing literally 2 points of experience. Literally 2 points we're missing. We should not be missing that. But we are, as you can see. Because if we had that and we were 5, number one, there would be a quest we can go do and check up on someone. And we'd also be able to put our heart still on. This guy right here. Which is going to give us 55 more health and 5 resist. So resist again, remember that's our defense. We'd be able to put that on if we had that. But we don't have that level. We're 2 points away. So now the question becomes, can we go fight a ghost and get that experience?
Or a skeletal pirate.
Can we come over here and fight a ghost here, a lost soul, and get that last 2 experience we need? Let's find out if we can. And these kind of things is going to happen from time to time. You're going to find that you're going to miss experience somehow. And again, I think there's a little bit of a bias on schools here. Because Myth, and there's a couple other schools that, 3 experience. There it is. We got it. Now, as you see, as we're approaching, he's got a exclamation point. So we're going to pick that up and do that first. Dorothy. If you ever watched Wizard of Oz, this is a play off of that, and I don't understand this, but it is a part. This is technically the last quest here in Unicorn Way. To finish the story up, it was Rattlebones, but to finish this street up in its entirety, this is going to be the last one, and that's what we're going to do.
Oh, hello. I'm all right. Say,
I'm not even going to waste time trying to read all that. We got to go check up on her friends. It's so stupid. This part of it, of Unicorn Way, makes me cringe. Hardcore cringe.
What?
Lord have mercy.
You say that Dorothy is looking for us? We were just about to be on our way.
Oh, I
He's
told you we
obviously
should've
not
left earlier.
10.
Now we've gone and made her worry about
Mr.
us.
Toto.
I'm sorry, but I...
Oh dear. We
So if
always
you know
go
anything
through this.
about Wizard
You
of
return to
Oz, the
Dorothy
movie,
and tell her we'll be running late as usual.
that's not the Tin Man. That's a Clockwork. Mr. Toto, yeah, Toto, her little dog is a dog, but... Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I can't even begin to explain this. Unless my wife has an answer for me. Now we got to go back to Dorothy.
Copyright, they couldn't really do the exact thing.
Yeah, my wife said copyright. I think she's right. But I don't know why they would include something like that anyways. with the danger of copyright infringement. I don't see the point to this street being included. It carries no point and no weight to the story.
They are safe and sound.
Yeah, they're safe. They're inside. Okay.
It's the fun.
It's supposed to be fun, but for me, it's more annoyance than anything, and I am easily annoyed. If something don't make sense to me, I scrutinize it hardcore. All right, go back to Connolly, and we are done with Unicorn Way. Goodbye, and
Glad to hear Dorothy is
good
doing
riddance.
well.
We are only going to come back to do the Smiths, which you saw, that little dude. We're going to come back and get him in a little while. Now, here's something important. My boss, aka my wife, is telling me about Diego. Yes, Diego is a thing. This is where you come and learn about combat. You don't do it before, but you do it when you finish the street up, like this. Now he has an exclamation point. He has a quest. Advanced Combat, X to pick that up.
Ah, hello there, my friend. Headmaster Ambrose has asked me to show you more of the art of dueling, no? Most excellent. This will take
So
only
I've been
2
calling
minutes.
it battles,
Into the door
fights.
to the arena to begin.
Officially, it's duels that you get into. But I don't see it as a duel. Because later on, bosses cheat. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but they cheat later.
Welcome, my friend, to the... You wish to learn more of the art of outstanding.
Alright,
Approach the puppet, and we shall begin your lesson.
this guy annoys me as well.
Let us begin by explaining PowerPoints.
PowerPoints, it's pips. So the white things on the ground that you see around that green circle that I'm in, those little white things, those are pips, and they count 1. So the bloodbath is 1 pip, right? That's the cost. That's what gets used to make your cast. And then the more you get, the higher spells you get. I mean, it's very straightforward. The way this dude explains it, I say dude, this horse explains it, makes it seem very difficult, and it's not. Every turn you get 1 for free. And you've already seen how to choose your spell and use it in it. You've already seen all that. What this little tutorial thing does, it's not even advanced. They're liars. It's not even advanced. This is basic. You've seen me do it. It's so easy to do. It's a click, click, done.
PowerPoints are magical energy.
Magical
Every round
energy,
you will
wow.
receive another pip. You can see the number of nearly every card. You can only cast it.
It's a
Start with
mechanic.
1 spell with a pip cost of 2.
Oh, by the way, there's our next spell that we're going to get now at level 5. And we're going to get it in a little bit.
But you only have 1 pip. So you can also use a 0 rank spell if you want to save up power pips. Good.
I know,
You
to
have
some of
passed
you,
and gained another pip.
this might be informational for you, but when you go through it on your own, or if you are going to go through it now, you're going to get this, and you'll get a chance to read it and go through it.
With 2 pips, you can now cast a troll spell. Ah, but look.
So
you've drawn
here's
another
what I
card.
find stupid, and I'm going to bring this up for
This
just
is
a
an
moment.
enchantment card.
So this is going to be one of my mini rants that I'm going to do throughout, but I'm going to keep this one very short and brief and to the point. You see, tough is an enchant. You know how we went to the Arcanum and we got those enchants, monstrous, and we use it on the Bloodbat? Well, this is an enchant too. This is a very basic enchant, and here's why I say it's stupid that they even show you this. Because nowhere in Wizard City can you even remotely find the enchant tough. There's no way to get it through any vendor. However, through crafting, yes, this game has a crafting system. It's bullshgaki, but you can go to one of the trees in Ravenwood and you can craft this spell, but even that requires you to have some certain things. But there's not even a vendor in all of Wizard City to get this enchant of tough. Why? Because that would give you a big advantage at the beginning of Unicorn Way. Even a plus 75 strength to your spell is a huge advantage. And they meaning King's Isle, Wizard 101, does not want you to have that advantage right off. But now you come here and you're like, well, what's this? This is new. Yeah, it is new. And this should be made available from a vendor. Straight away. If they're going to showcase it, they should make it available. That is one of the many gripes and complaints I have, but I digress, and we're going to go on with this advanced combat.
Enchantment card, let me show you. And now click on it. Look what has happened. The
See, we
card
just
has
did the
been
same thing we were
enchanted to do
doing.
more unused trade. Now, since you have 2 pips, you can cast the troll at the puppet.
Now, make no mistake, even this troll later on can hit really hard, and he's a good go-to for a cleanup spell.
Let us give you another hand. With only 1 pip, you... But wait! I've at the beginning power pips, now you have 1 pip.
Now they're showing us about power pips. I already told you. You don't always get them. Don't count on them. They're doing you, the player, a disservice by showing you power pips right now at this moment, because you're not going to get them unless you luck out with RNG and happen to get one, and that's a very, very low chance to getting one. Now he's basically telling us we can select Cyclops to cast, which we're going to. That's the next one after Troll that we're going to get later on. So now you get to see Troll or Cyclops now. So here's the deal. What they're trying to tell you is a power pip is worth 2 pips. That gold little pip, that's worth 2. Those little white ones are worth 1. So we had 3 pips. And you saw the Cyclops was worth 3 pips. Well, that's why we were able to cast it. I understand what they're doing. They're trying to tell you the gold pip, which is your power pip, is worth 2, and your white pip is worth 1. So now you add them together, and if you have a gold and a white, you have 3 pips. I understand that.
A ward can be used to protect you against future attacks.
A ward, they call it a ward, it's a shield.
This is it. The next... Let me show you. Cast this fire ward upon yourself.
And you cast these shields on yourself, or on a friend, if you're playing.
Very good. See how this fire ward hangs near your feet? Watch how it can protect you. Do you see? The fire ward has activated and helps you resist most of the damage from this attack. Let's try one more hanging spell.
Alright, and here's the blades.
This one is called Ice Blade.
And by the way, if you choose to do ice, if you're on an ice wizard right now and you're following along and playing along, don't get too excited. I hate to break the news to you. This blade, you're not going to get until level 38 if you're an ice wizard. Don't ask me why. I don't know. In King's Isle's Infinite Wisdom, they decided to make the ice school wait 38 damn levels to get a blade. It rages me every single time I think about it and see it. I digress. So if you're an ice wizard, I feel bad for you because you're going to have to rely on a pet that has an ice blade. And that's its own headache to get a pet with an ice blade.
Cast it on yourself and see what happens.
This blade, basically all it does is just enhance your damage from your spell, just like the enchant. So you enchant your spell, you put the blade on first, then you cast your enchanted spell, and it equals a lot of damage.
Wards affect spells that
That's what they're trying to get to, but they're going into this.
Spells that you cast this frost beetle at the puppet.
Yeah.
Let's see how the charm works.
So here's what's interesting to notice here. That blade is plus 35% damage, okay? This frost beetle does 50 damage, okay? So when you add the two together, 50 plus the 35%, you come out to 67 damage, I think it is. It's not that much more, but the point is it is a little more damage than what it normally would do at 50. I think it's 67. I can't.
You see? Your ice beam
After this, we're gonna wrap this up
Now the ice
because
beam
we're
is
going
more
on an
powerful.
hour.
Now let's see how
So
it
I'm gonna
works.
hurry through
Ask the
this.
fire elf at the
We got 5 minutes left.
Good. Now watch what happens.
This is a dot, and they're trying to teach you about a dot. If you're fire, this is one you get right off the bat.
Again.
Well, at level 5, but yep, damage over time.
Excellent.
DOT.
I hope you.
Thank you, Diego. And we're gonna end things off right here. Next video, we're gonna pick it back up, and we're gonna go see Harold Arglestone next time. We're gonna go to our trainer. We're gonna get a new spell. It's gonna be nice. And then we're slowly working our way up here. We're gonna start opening up more and more stuff. But level 5, everything is open to us now. To go to the bazaar now, we can make our way there on our own. So we'll tackle all that next time. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you next time.